What's up, guys? I just want to discuss, I just want to talk about how I used the power of my words to fix my laptop without actually, without physically fixing it. But I spoke to it and I fixed it. So, what actually happened is that my Wi-Fi wasn't working. And so what I had to do was to try and fix it so that it could work again. But I couldn't fix it. I tried over and over to try and fix it, but it wouldn't work. Therefore, I had to think of something else because I wanted to download something, or I wanted to use the internet for something. I remembered that we have power in our words, that you can speak to something and you can affect things. You can say unto this mountain, be thou removed, be thou cast into the sea, and if you don't doubt in your heart, it will come to pass. So I knew that in my mind. And did you know that my laptop, I just looked at it and I spoke to it, and I said, I command whatever it is causing this problem to be fixed. I command whatever is causing this problem to be fixed. I speak to this Wi-Fi that it may connect again. And did you know that it was the next day that it actually connected? Because it wasn't connecting for some weeks. It wasn't connecting for weeks. And I was trying over and over to try and fix it, and it wouldn't work. But when I spoke to it, the very next day when I went to connect, it just connected. It never gave me any problem since that day. And that was 2 years ago. Maybe 1 or 2 years ago. And it hasn't given me another problem since then. So I'm just letting you know of the power of your words. I mean, you can speak to things. You can speak to things, and you can affect things with your words. Even my tablet wasn't it would switch off for no reason. I don't know. It would always switch off for no reason, and it would frustrate me, and I didn't know what the problem was. And I looked at the tablet and I pointed my finger at it and I told it. I said, I command this tablet to be fixed. I command whatever is causing this problem to be gone and to be fixed. Whatever it is, if there's something that is broken in there, I command it to connect. I command it to be fixed. And did you know that it was also the next day, or maybe 3 days after, it never came, it never continued. It worked. It's no longer giving me those problems. I spoke to it, it worked. It's amazing, the power of your words. So I'm just encouraging people out there that the thing is, you have to say it without doubting. You have to speak whatever you speak. Just speak to whatever you want to see, and not doubt. Just believe that it's done. After you have spoken to it, believe that it's done, forget about it, and you'll see the results. So the power of your words are really amazing. So I'm just encouraging you with that, and you'll see things just getting better, and you it goes along with the law of attraction. But it goes along with the law of attraction, but there where you have to have some thoughts, your thoughts have to be fixed on some things, some desire, some goal that you want, and if you keep those thoughts fixed on that, the universe will assimilate in order to make that happen to you. Especially if you think it with emotion, because it's the emotional part that gives the power to the law of attraction. And so I'm always using the law of attraction and the power of my words. I speak to things and affect things, and I cause things to happen according to what I want by speaking to them. For example, these my laptop and my tablet. I spoke to them. They are things. I mean, they are not even living, but they listen to what I'm saying, because these things were created by words, and so they will respond to words when you speak to them. Andrew Womack explains it nicely. I mean, it's very powerful. I mean, your words. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So I'm eating the fruit of what I'm speaking. So use the power of your words. See you in the next video.